You know, since Israel blew up all those booby-trapped pages to kill Hezbollah operatives, everyone's got jumpy, even about, can your electric car spy on you? The US administration's warned about that. But what if even your robot vacuum cleaner can be hacked to spy on you? Dennis Giese, a security researcher, found a way to take control of a long list of robot vacuum cleaners made by the Chinese company Eco Vacs. He proved it for the ABC by spying on a volunteer through the camera on the machine. It could even talk to its target.
Hello, Sean. I'm watching you.
That's insane.
Joining me is Dennis Giese. Dennis, my goodness, you've made me look twice at my robot vacuum cleaners. Is this ability to spy from a vacuum cleaner a bug or a feature?
So thank you for having me. You would be surprised, but it's actually a feature in a way. So a lot of companies kind of offer that as a way to kind of watch your pets remotely, and they also add microphones as a convenience feature. So obviously, only you as an owner are supposed to kind of access that, but it's a feature, sadly.
Well, I hope China doesn't start employing you to turn this into a real asset. But what does it tell you that you can turn even a vacuum cleaner to spy on people? What does it tell you about all the other bits of equipment in your house, in my house, and everyone's houses?
So I do also a lot of research with other devices, and generally the security for robots is not that great, but it's very similar to other devices. I think everything in your home might have like some kind of vulnerability. But usually I wouldn't be too worried about like normal hackers in a way, but I would be primarily more worried about, nation state actors. Because if you have cameras or microphones in someone's home, then, you might have an interest to kind of potentially access that. And I'm not talking necessarily about, states in Asia, but this might be also like everywhere else.
It sure is. I mean, like I asked you, is this a bug or a feature? I mean, do you think governments or even, big corporations would be looking at this to do anything nefarious, anything against your will? Is it something intended down the track?
So I don't think it's necessarily intended by the vendors themselves, but I know for a fact that, very well-funded intelligence agencies are probably interested in that kind of features. And if you think about that, so for me, I do it kind of like as a hobby, right? In my free time with my private money. So if I can find these bugs, then what happens to like an organization which has like hundreds of employees with lots of funding? What kind of things can they find? And so this is like one of the primary things which kind of worries me a little bit.
Well, tell us, you did it for even a vacuum cleaner, robot vacuum cleaner. What other machines could you do it to?
So, I do vacuum cleaners for like 7 years now. So I basically hacked all the companies, I analyzed the security of all the companies. And you would be surprised. It doesn't necessarily matter like the size of the company. It doesn't necessarily matter like where we're from. LG, for example, a couple of years ago, we had exactly the same issue, like based from South Korea. And I hacked also like things like IP cameras, pet feeders. I was looking into cars. We had the topic before. Basically any kind of smart devices which is around me, and I kind of do that because I'm kind of curious and I want to use the device myself. So I'm not, technical things, but I kind of want to use them in a privacy-aware way.
Wow. Dennis Giese, you've certainly woken me up. Thank you for your time.